regulatory burdens that the Biden-Harris administration is putting on business in this country. So as people want more things, they can find fewer and fewer things to purchase, and we end up with these incredibly high costs of living that people are just struggling with today.
You know, if the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Army Corps of Engineers, and the EPA got out of interfering with housing construction, the number of new units would triple in any given year. But they're not going to get out. They're going to get worse. At least, Kevin, I think it is, Eric, it is fair for me to say every bad thing that happens to the housing market is going to get worse under a Harris presidency because she's the most radical left-winger who's ever run for the presidency. Do you agree with me or disagree?
I would say what I've heard very little from her on the policy front that gives me any optimism for her plans. And on the alternative, I do hear some conservatives talking about supply-side reforms, regulatory reforms that will make things better. So I'd have to agree with you.
All right, so last question. What is AFP doing in the election? It's nonpartisan, but it's got grassroots everywhere. How are the grassroots growing and how do people get involved?
So AFP and our sister organization, Americans for Prosperity Action, are heavily involved in a strategy, particularly AFPA, a strategy to firewall the U.S. through the U.S. Senate. And so we're the largest organization on the ground, canvassing, talking to citizens, talking about these issues that really matter to them, and making sure that people understand what's at stake in this election. States like, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Montana. These are the states that are going to determine the future of this country for not just the next 4 years, but probably the next generation. So we have built up tremendous armies of grassroots activists in these states. They're out there grinding on the pavement every day, trying to make this thing happen for America.
If someone wants to enlist in Americans for Prosperity, just go to americansforprosperity.org.
Absolutely. You can find contact information for your local chapter. Yes, sir.
AmericansForProsperity.org. Get involved in that firewall because we need it in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Wisconsin, Michigan. We need it in Arizona and Nevada. We need it in Georgia, North Carolina. That's AmericansForProsperity.org. Thank you for watching today's Hugh Hewitt Show, listening to today's Hugh Hewitt Show. I'll be back tomorrow with the next Hugh Hewitt Show.
But you absolutely, positively need the truth. This is where you turn. This is the Hugh Hewitt Show.
Hi, it's Hugh Hewitt. Reagan hits the theaters on Friday. The cinematic journey of overcoming the odds and capturing the indomitable spirit of the American dream as only Ronald Reagan did. Dennis Quaid is starring as Ronald Reagan. Powerful performance, powerful new movie offers up a profound exploration of the enduring impact of the power of this one man who overcame many odds, sustained by the love of a woman who supported him in his journey. Ronald Reagan would love this film. Reagan is rated PG-13 and it releases in theaters this Friday. This is a movie everyone needs to see. You will love it as much as Ronald Reagan loved this country. And Reagan's faith will leave you feeling moved and inspired. The story is one that kind of interweaves with the lives of most Americans over the age of 40 and will inspire those who are younger. Join me and vote for Reagan at the box office. Tickets are available now at www.reagan.movie. That's www.reagan.movie. And don't forget, it opens in theaters on Friday.
This is the Hugh Hewitt Show.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company.
Fox on Tech.
Wheat Ridge Police Public Information Officer Alex Rose says this June, one of their drones helped them make an arrest when a maintenance worker called saying they saw some intruders inside an apartment. Instead of sending an officer, they sent a drone.
You'll see it go up the stairs. We start noticing some articles of clothing.
The drone found a dog and a person sleeping in a closet. Police departments in every state have flown drones, according to Dr. Matthew Garreglia from Electronic Frontier Foundation, a digital rights group, and drone capabilities are only advancing.
Right now, courts are very divided on, for instance, whether or not a police department can fly a drone over your house and over your property with or without a warrant. Because in some cities, you have very strict rules about when and how police can use this tech. But in most places in America, there's no regulations whatsoever.
Wheat Ridge police say they had to check with their district attorney before flying drones.
It is new technology, and so we're constantly looking at what are other departments doing.
With Fox on Tech, Kennedy Haight.
The Point is KUSG, Hagåtña, Guam, 93.3 FM and 104.3 HD3.
The Pentagon has their back. Lisa Brady, Fox News. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin approving a request to support protection of presidential candidates and their running mates.
The Department of Defense recently received a request for assistance from the Department of Homeland Security for additional military support capabilities to be afforded to major presidential and vice presidential candidates.
Deputy Pentagon spokesperson Sabrina Singh not elaborating on what support means or whether it includes National Guard troops. Security improvements have already been made after last month's assassination attempt at a Trump rally in Pennsylvania. He's about to rally in Michigan, getting underway a bit later than planned, as Vice President Harris campaigns in Georgia with running mate Tim Walz, who also joined Harris for her first TV interview since becoming the nominee, taped earlier today with CNN. As a debate continues over the rules for the first Harris-Trump debate, September 10th on ABC, the campaign's offering conflicting statements on muting the microphones.
Earlier this week, former President Trump said he would participate in the debate using the same format as the June debate on CNN. That debate kept microphones muted if it wasn't the candidate's turn to speak. But the Harris campaign has pushed to have microphones live for the duration. A spokesperson says handlers for the former president don't trust him to spar with Harris.
Fox's Jared Halpern. The Harris campaign also denies requesting a seated debate with notes and opening statements. Just getting word of a big deal in basketball. The Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry agreeing to extend his contract to the 2026-27 season for nearly $63 million. Curry's agent confirming it to the Associated Press. The NBA's all-time three-point leader now guaranteed about $178 million for the next 3 seasons. Wall Street rallies and then has a mixed finish. The Dow up 243 points at the bell to a record close. America is listening to Fox News.
The UOG Endowment Foundation and Guam Visitors Bureau, in collaboration with Choice Broadcasting, brings you Tanel Live on Guam. Join us for 2 shows. Thursday, September 5th for a tropical night with Tanel, an intimate, unplugged VIP show at the Hotel Nico Guam with marmar making and local vendor pop-ups. And Saturday, September 7th for a family-friendly Triton Festival at Jeff's Pirates Cove. Enjoy the cultural performances, UOG outreach booths, and a vendor pop-up of UOG alumni by the beautiful beachside. Tickets now on sale at Guam Time. Special thanks to our sponsors: United Airlines, KUAM, J&G Enterprise, Heineken, ASC Trust, GTA, Matson, Docomo, Raymond James, Pacific Medical Group, Trivision Media, The Dugout, and Alter Ego. Hosted by me, Shanzi B from Star 101 and Drew Arce from The Dugout. Support college affordability by attending these 2 shows.
A change of venue hearing for the accused killer of 4 University of Idaho students.
Attorneys for Brian Koberger arguing before a judge that they want his murder trial moved out of Leyte County, Idaho, saying they can't get a fair trial there surrounding the 2022 stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students, for which Koberger is charged. The defense using terms like media oversaturation and juror bias, as prosecutors argue that a fair and impartial trial can be held there, that intense media coverage of the case extends far beyond Leyte County, and that moving the trial hundreds of miles away would be inconvenient to witnesses and victims' families. Koberger has pled not guilty.
Fox's Jeff Manasso. Bond set at $100,000 for former Florida Sheriff's Deputy Eddie Duran, charged with manslaughter in the killing of a U.S. senior airman, Roger Fortson, in May.
The deputy responding to a report of a fight at an apartment complex. Body camera footage shows him shooting the 23-year-old multiple times when the airman opened his door, holding a handgun pointed at the floor. The sheriff's office initially saying the deputy fired in self-defense, but firing him after an investigation found his life was not in danger, and he opened fire before telling Fortson to drop the gun.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. Duran facing up to 30 years in prison if convicted. The U.S. economy growing more than first thought over the spring and summer.
The gross domestic product for the second quarter has been revised higher to 3%. Economists were expecting the GDP to hold at the previous estimate, 2.8%. 2% growth. Corporate profits softened in the quarter, but consumer spending was stronger than anticipated.
Fox's Ginny Cosola. This follows a cooling to 1.4% growth earlier in the year. Recapping stocks, the Dow has a record day up 243 to the new closing high, 41,335. The S&P and the NASDAQ, though, finish in the red after an earlier rally. I'm Lisa Brady. This is Fox News.
Imagine a place where Guam's homeless find comfort for a night. From the AG who brought you the Protect Yourself and Deport Air initiatives, now comes Project Dignity. A solid meal, a hot shower, a clean bed, a chance to rejoin society. Project Dignity. Work restores dignity. Coming soon to Guam.
Family Finance has been serving the people of Guam since 1959, and they will continue to be there for you in the years to come. Whether you're looking to get a personal loan for that family vacation or paying off those long overdue bills, Family Finance has got you covered. Apply for a personal loan from $1,000 up to $4,000 by calling Family Finance in Hagåtña 475-4545 or Dededo 633-4473. Family Finance.
KFC's $5 breakfast deals are the best and most affordable ways to start your day. The Colonel's Chicken and Rice Bowl, $5. Chicken fried steak, $5. Sausage, biscuit, and gravy, $5. And they all come with a fresh coffee. KFC $5 breakfast deals are served starting at 6 a.m. daily at your favorite KFC restaurant. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Choice Broadcasting and Micronesia Mall presents the 2024 Home and Lifestyle Expo. Sunday, October 6th. Join us as we showcase an abundance of Guam businesses to help you buy a home and create a lifestyle that tailors to you. Booths are available now. Hurry, they're filling up. If you're a business that specializes in landscaping, realty, furniture, home insurance, and more, call 888-7346 and ask for Doris, Ali, Daryl, or Shanzi. For more information about the 2024 Home and Lifestyle Expo, call 888-RDIO.
Good morning, Guam. It's 6:07 on Friday, August 30. I'm Donna De Jesus with a look at your local news on The Point. 19-year-old Jeffrey Carpriel James is accused of stealing 6 bottles of alcohol worth $160 from Mighty Payless and then damaging the store's glass doors with machete. Court documents state James and another man entered the store at 2:30 early Wednesday morning. James took 4 bottles of Jack Daniels and 2 bottles of McCormick vodka without paying. Later, he returned with his face covered and used a machete to strike the glass door, causing damage. Police reviewed surveillance footage and arrested James nearby, where they found a 22-inch machete and some of the stolen liquor. James faces charges of retail theft, criminal mischief, and assault. Meanwhile, Judge Alberto Tolentino dismissed the corruption case against Guam Regional Transit Authority officials in Superior Court yesterday. The case involved charges of theft by complicity, conspiracy, and official misconduct. Alejo Sablan, the former GRTA board chairman, was accused of improperly hiring Richard Ibanez as interim executive manager. The dismissal followed the AG's failure to appoint a special prosecutor after being ordered to do so within 30 days. AG Doug Moylan indicated plans to appeal, citing legal errors in the judge's decision. The defense now awaits a decision on whether the case will be dismissed with or without prejudice. We'll have more news after this.
Hold on. Interest rates are coming down, and that includes residential loans whose rates are the lowest in over a year. If you've been putting off refinancing your home or purchasing a home, wait no longer. And there's our home equity or HELOC program, which gives you money without touching your existing home loan at the lowest rate in over a year. So come see us at Bank Pacific, please, where we've been making home loans for 70 years.
Bank Pacific, where others put branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
GW has passed its health inspection with a C, allowing students to return to in-person classes this morning. The governor's school opening readiness team, or SORT, played a key role fixing issues like chipped tiles and broken water fountains. Multiple community groups and organizations contributed to the effort, including the Guam Department of Labor, UOG, and PBS. While GW is ready to reopen, 3 more schools are awaiting inspection results, and others, including Southern High, are still undergoing assessments. And Gain is celebrating its 35th anniversary with special events this week. Yesterday, the nonprofit hosted a celebration at the Guam Museum featuring its history, live music, food, and the winning designs of their anniversary T-shirt contest. A display honoring Gain's anniversary will remain at the museum throughout September. Tomorrow, Gain will host the Clear the Shelters adoption event from 11 to 2, featuring community vendors, food trucks, and goodie bags for every adoption. The event aims to raise awareness, funds, and find loving homes for pets. For more information, contact Gain at 653-4246, email info@guamanimals.org, or visit their social media pages. And those are your top stories right here on The Point. Now here's Ray with your weather.
Now I'll give you another top story, ladies and gentlemen.
It.
Did you see it? It's 10 after 6. Mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. We're not waiting until the 1st of September. I got word from Coffee Wife that effective immediately, there is now pumpkin spice at the infusions. I don't know.
LFG.
I don't know what
LFG.
I don't know what these
like
concoctions
10 minutes
are.
ago. It's 10 minutes ago.
I know when they opened up,
pumping
right?
it.
Yeah.
Yep, so they're pumping the pumpkin over at the infusion. The holidays are officially here. Not waiting to the beginning of the burr months. We're doing this today over at the place. So go ahead and get your. And they've got some confections and things like that. I'll show the picture of the other picture that I have of the little notions that you can get when you're at the place getting your coffee too. It's 10 after 6 o'clock in the morning. Here it comes. The weather for today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, and they say there's going to be more of that afternoon today. Partly sunny with highs near 88 degrees, east wind 7 to 11 miles an hour. It's going to be floody, mostly cloudy tonight with overnight lows of about 77 degrees. I got easterly winds up to 9 miles an hour, becoming light east-southeast after midnight. For those of you that are tracking the direction the wind is coming in, that's the big deal here for today, and unfortunately tomorrow as well. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast, partly sunny skies, daytime highs of about 87 degrees with a heat index. It'll feel like 96 degrees. Labor Day picnic looming on the calendar large. What kind of weather are you going to have on Sunday? Did you get a hold of the big one? Is he going to be calling in?
Yeah.
Landon Idlet from the National Weather Service.
That guy.
Give us an idea of what the weather is going to be looking like for the Labor Day picnic on Sunday, and, of course, the Labor Day holiday coming up on Monday. 40% chance of rain. There's another one of these dumb moments here. Rip currents, hazardous surf warnings are in effect. Be careful on the waters as usual. 9 after 6 this morning, that's when the sun came up. Hard to tell. I got some pictures from over at Pirates Cove that I put up on the screen a little bit earlier. Let me see if I got the latest round of shots. Looks like the sun is struggling to get out on the eastern side of the island. Fingers crossed it makes it. Sunset tonight's going to be about 6:33 this evening. Hashtag tell the others. There it is. News and weather together on 93.3. This is The Point.
At Guam Regional Medical City, we strive to care for our patients as we would our family members. With a team of interventional cardiologists, GRMC provides advanced care treatments for heart failure and heart attacks, coronary artery diseases, atrial fibrillation, and more. Let us care for your heart, one beat at a time. To make an appointment, contact GRMC's referral office at 671-633-GRMC. That's 633-4762.
Whoever said no risk, no reward has never been sued. Hi, I'm Dave Silva from AB Risk Solutions, and our job for over 70 years has been to help businesses just like yours manage risk. Manage risk? We will never be able to totally eliminate the myriad of risks every business faces, but we can help you manage them and recover when disaster strikes. From mom and pop operations to high-rise hotels, we're the experts businesses have counted on for many years. Call me today at 777-2668 for a free risk review and consultation.
AB Risk Solutions, formerly known as Aon.
Amen to Aon. 6:13 in the morning. Ray Gibson Show also being brought to you by APL, American President Lines. A global presence with a local home. The guys over at Wendy's, and they're worried about you not being able to get some breakfast. That's why they've got the 2 for $4 breakfast deal. Choose from the sausage biscuit or a sausage and cheese English muffin, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. Pick 2 for just $4. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $4 breakfast deal. Ray Gibson Show also brought to you by Bank Pacific, banking on the Pacific for 70 years.
The Ray Gibson Show. Morning talk that matters. Call now. 888-TALK. That's 888-8255.
Infusion's got the pumpkin spice drinky drinks, and they've also got pumpkin spice foodie foods. I don't know what these things.
Munchies.
There's muffins.
Oh yeah.
Looks like some kind of muffin thing, and looks like some kind of cookie thing. I don't know what they are. I'll have somebody. I know somebody, and they'll send me the menu with all of the pumpkin-y things. And yeah, the fun starts here today. For those of you that have been dying to add a little bit of that, I don't know. There's something about the pumpkin and what spice is it? I mean, the pumpkin's
all spice.
Pumpkin's like it's a gourd, isn't it? I mean, it's like.
Yeah.
A thing. But where does the spice come from? Is it cinnamon in there? Can it just put cinnamon?
Man?
All right. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna get all judgy. I mean, I get it. Anyway, 6:15 in the morning. Ray Gibson Show until it's not going to be anymore. Welcome to it. As usual, I'm thrilled to be here with you because it is a Friday, not any ordinary Friday. I think everybody's excited about the 3-day weekend that's in front of us. Hopefully, the weather is going to cooperate, and we're not going to get too many opportunities to get jammed up and stuck in flooded places. Might be some interesting news that we're going to be following around for you today, and the interesting story about the interview with Kamala Harris. I love that. A strong and independent woman that had to bring a man to her first big interview on CNN. And
hold my hand, Daddy.
No, she brought her vice president. Yeah. She brought the vice president.
That's her muscle.
The internet is
it's a Russell, the love muscle.
It's full of pictures of Kamala Harris, and Walls is on a leash, and he's got these. What do they call that?
He's on a leash.
Yeah, because it's like a comfort animal.
He's in a harness.
Yeah, because he's Kamala's support creature.
A lapdog, if you will.
Yes, lapdog, if you will. It's going to be one of those incredible mornings, ladies and gentlemen. See if there's any other big local stories that Donna's going to be talking about. She mentioned here, and I keep talking about how dangerous things are getting on Guam, and then Donna's got that story about the dudes that went up and macheted the window over at the Payless supermarket. That's
I almost went there yesterday.
That's my Payless. That's my
a
Payless.
22-incher, Ray.
2:30 in the morning on the 28th.
Jeez, that's a big one.
What's that? The machete?
Yeah, the 22, man.
I don't know.
That's not the shorty.
How much would Frank the Crank Camacho charge us to sharpen up a 22-incher?
For free.
He absolutely would. He's that kind of guy. But it's just dangerous. 2:30 in the morning. This guy's rolling around Payless Supermarket, stealing some vodka and beer and stuff, and then for no reason, the guy comes back and starts breaking the door. And this is I don't know. Why are people choosing Paylesses to perpetrate their criminal mischief? We had you remember a few months ago.
It's about a woman.
There was a woman, in the truck and the carjacking. You remember that?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. That took
all
place.
of them.
That was the Payless Market into morning. This thing took place at the Payless Market near my house. Do I need to be packing when I go to the grocery store? I know there's people listening going,
yes,
I'm packing when I go to the grocery store. I'm packing when I go to when I walk across the street. I'm always packed. Anyway, 6:18 in the morning. Real Joe gets the phone when you call 888-825-5888-TALK. Donna D is going to be taking care of news and headlines and laughing along when we get around to celebrity birthdays and special events. And me, my job here is just to be able to ride herd over the sacred wisdom that is the sentiment of the Guam voters. We asked you yesterday how you felt about the Kamala Harris Donald Trump race, and the numbers have been going back and forth over the course of the last 20 hours or so that this has been up. I don't know that we've settled here, but it hasn't moved since I got in this morning. Who would you vote for if you could? By about, I don't know, what's that, 6%, something like that, 8, 9. I got Kamala Harris, 53.33 ahead of Donald Trump at 46.67.
Mm-hmm.
This is a local survey.
If I look at you weird in public, it's because I'm wondering if you're the one that voted for that.
Yeah, did you?
I'm sorry,
the one that voted for Kamala Harris. It's so weird, and the juxtaposition between where we are today and where we were about 45 days ago, where Kamala Harris was the last of the Plan Bs, and there was no good Plan Bs on what to do about Biden.
It's the worst, man.
And so they said, well, I guess we better do something about Harris. And
although it's a last-minute school project.
Yes. Yeah, and it just kind of doesn't get any better as the more that you look at it. Now, there are some people that saying that all of these polls here are widely exaggerated in her favor, and you would go, well, why do we do that? There's a belief that in the final tally, the final analysis, that nobody is going to vote for her, but they've got all these surveys now jigged up so that it looks like she's a contender. Bots. Yeah, so it looks like she's a contender, and that way when they steal the election again from Trump, yeah, I said again, when they steal it again from Trump, then they'll say, but she was, look at all the polls, look at all of the polling that we did. America loves Kamala Harris. Anyway, 20 after 6 o'clock in the morning, might not be digging on her and the campaign a whole lot this morning, because there are other things that we're working on here today, including, did you do the story about the checkpoints tonight? Checkpoints tonight.
No,
checkpoints? In the 6:30 newscast. That's when it'll be. Just an FYI. Designated driver. So we've got Guam animals on the move here. There's a story about on KUAM, Tomas Menglonia doing the story, and it looks like he got to fly in this fancy private jet that they use to take the CX, the kingfishers, down to the Palmyra Atoll, where they're going to, by their tiny little CX claws, come back from extinction and the dangers of extinction. And then there's another story about a dog. Wait a second. I think I've got the picture of the dog. Wait. Hold on. It's going to make you laugh. You'll see the picture and go, oh, my God, really? There he is. This dog, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
And it is.
Yeah, go on, man.
It is. Hold on. I gotta find the story.
Is it up for adoption?
It is up for adoption, but it's already. So what happened was. What happened was the dog is already off island. They flew the dog to North Fork, so I have no idea where that is.
It's got more
North
miles
Fork is
than
in New York.
us.
Yeah, right.
Yes, it's traveled way more than I had this year.
Exactly. The dog has traveled further than both of us have this year. Dog rescued from Guam flew 4 miles to North Fork, New York, searching for a home. B is the name of this critter, from a poverty-stricken area in Guam, and desperately needs
God,
a home.
poverty.
Yes, according to the rescuers, a homeless dog has flown for almost 8,000 miles to North Fork to find her forever family. Gabrielle Straup, Director of Operations at the North Fork Welfare League Forever Home, said she was notified about B by a volunteer. Fitzgerald Rogg, hyphenated name, said B flew in from a, quote, high-kill, dirt-poor shelter in Guam. What a terrible thing to say about dirt poor.
Yes, it is crazy over here.
There's like the happy anniversary. They've been in business for 35 years. Dirt poor.
Good work.
Anyway, so the animal arrived on August the 26th and already needs a new home. B,
send it back here.
B, the dog, was...
Send it back. I'll take him.
Was on planes with, it's a girl, with transporters at each stop. On Thursday morning, she landed at Newark Airport and then took a ride to the league shelter in Southold. Apparently, the dog was already adopted.
Ray.
The dog was already adopted, but
that's amazing.
For whatever reason, the adoption fell through, and so now
gave up on her.
There's an orphan dog with those ears.
She's a needy dog. I can see it in her eyes.
Aquarius.
Send her back here.
Gemini?
A concrete jungle wet dream tomato.
So they took there's and the scare is if they don't find a forever home for B, she's going to get put in the shelters. I guess the highfalutin rich shelters in New York, where if she's not adopted, then maybe going to have to get put down. Anyway, 6:24 in the morning. There's something else for you to worry about. Something else to just sit around and clutch your worry beads over.
Ray.
I know.
It's a movie.
I like that dog. What do you suppose they said to that dog?
Yes.
Treat. Anyway, 6:24 in the morning. Ray Gibson Show, and we got to say good morning to all of these shelter dogs here.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see
Also on the meme machine, 7978255. Got this picture here, and actually still germane given the time difference between the date line and everything. It's a quote from the Terminator movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "Skynet begins to learn at a geometric rate. It becomes self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Time, August the 29th. What's today in the States? August the 29th.
29th.
All right, so I'm waiting for our AI overlords to begin to take over. Now, I do have another reel of AI women that I generated yesterday. When I wasn't, when I was, likewise not doing anything very, very productive. So I might play this reel a little bit for you. Just a note, some of you guys that are watching this and now getting used to the thing, just be careful, because these women in these poses, artificially intelligent poses here, they are capable of breaking your heart. I'm just going to say, not everybody is going to go to Twitter and buy the premium, but you might be able to do it with Google. I think there has been an upgrade to Gemini, and you should be able to get to Gemini.
No.
Yes.
No.
You should be able to get to Gemini using your browser.
She'll never see my eyes, Ray. She'll never see my eyes.
Ever again. And Real Joe will be able to finally fulfill his dream of creating AI girls that are biting their lip.
Yes.
Biting the lower lip.
The lower, yeah.
Like that. I don't know. You have to say something sexy, too.
Yes.
In Tagalog.
Yes.
Do it when they're biting their upper lip.
Yeah, the anong. Show us the anong.
BCR. Like that. It's 6:26 in the morning. Did I say we're going to start talking to these guys over here? All right, groovy. We'll begin with big man Rico Blancafor.
Baba Yaga.
There's JB St. Nicholas online. Half a day to Zoe Kititudes and JB. Elizabeth Mendiola Kititu saying, good morning, Ray and team. Happy Friday. Dave Duenas, half a day to you. Lori with a Y. Duenas. Elizabeth, no, wait. I already said her name. Henry Manglonias and Chris Frank checking in from Hawaii. Let me see. There is James Bondo. Man, where is all this rain coming from? Happy wet Friday. It's just Friday. You didn't need to put the foot gun in front of it, but I'm glad that you did. Half a day to Ismael Velez. What's that? Again, if you don't understand the difference between realized and unrealized capital gains taxes, you need to learn like yesterday, because this is one of the top 3 ways that Harris plans on bleeding you dry. This is not for the rich. Get that nonsense out of your head. This affects anyone who owns a house, a 401, and yeah, a little bit of the stocks that you may own. Unrealized gain. That's not going to happen. I'm not even sure if that's constitutional.
IRS has entered the chat.
Right. Jay Nauta online. Stephen Blake.
Real guy.
Stephen
Good
Blake.
morning, guy.
Yeah. So Stephen Blake sent me a picture of breakfast here. Is this it? Yeah, this is only a real guy, Real Joe, could make something like this.
Guy. So, he's a vegan.
So Donna looks at
I see some green onion there.
Right? Donna looks at the thing and goes, does he live here? I said, yeah, why? And she's like,
yeah.
She thought maybe it was a Guamanian in the States that was making a Guamanian-style breakfast and showing it off.
No, that's a cost you less plate.
That's cost you less plate.
A good plate,
25 cents each. You better wash those. You better wash those styrofoam plates. They're expensive.
Been in the family.
From Patty Santiago, there's Ken Augustin. Rob Greeno is hanging out, reminding me this is a no frowny face Friday. Bro, you see the rest of those AI chicks, you'll be smiling all day. Offer to Ken Augustin and Eunice Mendiola, cousin Tedo on the line, reporting rainy Friday morning where he's at as well. Jerome McDonald, California, says more than 1 million people have been removed from Texas's voter registration rolls since the last presidential election. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, Republican, said in a statement, the removals represent an effort to protect the right to vote and crack down on illegal voting. The scent of my 100% pure Colombian prepares my day. The morning Boz Skaggs plays the tunes. Ooh. 16 dB low down it is. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know that feeling, and virtually every song on the Lowdown album is a groovy tune. 629. Thanks very much for the inspiration there. Who else is on? Sarita Garin. Magandang umaga. Point familia. So you got to say it like that. You got Magandang umaga and then Sarita, bite your lower lip. You got to. It's not complete unless you've got that. Tony and Annette and Pinko Ada. Hey, Real Joe, I don't think we've seen the last of Tony Ada. Hey, our friend Mark Mandiola's online saying good morning to the Geckos.
Good morning,
Welcome.
Mark.
GW got
The
their
Geckos.
So Dave Del Sole
What did they
yesterday.
get?
Their certification. They
Did they get a B plus?
But no, C.
C.
Yeah,
that's great.
The lowest of the passing grades, but it was good enough.
We can do this.
We're reopening GW this morning, right on. And welcome back to the campus there, Geckos, from your buddy Mark Mandiola, the Christine Oliver, TGIF. Enjoy your weekend, along, and we'll get back to the grind on Tuesday. Let me see, Keena McCausland from the upper left-hand corners online. There's Brennan Fausto. Got Chech Ugg, and good morning. She's saying happy Friday, enjoying the Labor Day weekend. Yes, we will. I already know where I'm parking for the Labor Day picnic, and man, I don't even work for the government. Pat Saho is online. Let me see. I got okay. There's everybody's repeating their greetings to each other. Army Lynn online. So that's Army Lynn and Sarita.
Yeah, smuggling.
And so two of the known balloon smugglers are online. There are other balloon smugglers, as I say, but I don't know their husbands well enough to call them out like that on the radio. But you know who you are, don't you? Let me see. Heather Paris is there. I got Brennan Fausto saying, a day. Sarita says, that egg looks like an alien face. Wait. Let me put that back up on the screen. What's that? Do you see an alien face in there, Real Joe?
Yeah,
Squint your
I do.
eyes. Is it an illegal alien?
It's like one of those grays. The small mouth,
Right,
the big eyes.
You've been listening to Coast to Coast
come
too
on,
much.
man.
Linda Gabriel is there. Ed Buendicha, that's Bandit online. I see Dennis Larson, the B-Man, hanging out, saying good morning. Ray, RJC, and Double D. Ali Malakas sending his morning greetings out there. There's F. Ramos. Gina Marie Tenorio call. Congratulations to GW on passing the inspections. Biba Gecko Warriors. Ursula Franquez Garrido is online. F. Ramos says, convince your mainland relatives to vote R in November. Let's get the House and Senate plus the White House in a massive red wave. You got your fingers crossed, buddy. Stephen Liz
Amaguin
are online. Ismail checking back in. The IRS processed roughly 165 million tax returns and has an average workforce of 55,000 agents. They want to hire 87,000 more.
Mr. Anderson.
They're never going to be able to do that. You can't get people. Everybody's happy on welfare. They're not going to. Oh, really? A job with the IRS, hounding people for every $600 they've got in the bank? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But it's a good threat. Waiting for JRMS passing inspection out there. There's a list. We'll go over that a little bit later on. Glenn Hunter online.
Morning, Saipan. What's it, Wednesday over there?
No. Daylight savings creeping up. Yeah, so I think they're in the same weekend.
Enjoy your coffee, Saipan.
Glenn says the only sad thing about a 3-day weekend is there's not going to be a point on Monday. Yeah, I agree. That's sad for you.
Yeah.
Going to be sad for you. I will. You know what, Glenn? I'll make an offer. What you want to do is not quite at 6, but maybe
Not 6.
Beat me about 6:30 or so.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to AI and have it make one of those 2-minute newscasts. I'll read it to you on the thing. That way you'll get a little bit of point
Get in
nest.
the fetal position, bro.
Yes, Anthony Bennett, Luan Duenas, asking you to vote for all of her favorite Republicans except one, and that would be Tom Fisher. Ken Augustin calling it a wet Friday. Alicia Duenas Anderson is there. Tattoo Shauna saying, I love infusion. We'll go get your pumpkin spice over at the place. They're waiting for you. There's a
Chonky spice.
They're not opening the store until you get there. That's what the coffee wife says.
Get your chonky muffin.
EOD Kaboom is hanging out with us. Let me see. John LaRue says, happy Friday. Right on, buddy. Ismail Velez says, vote Lisa Velez, photography for best photographer, a local girl making her dreams come true, bringing a smile to family faces by capturing moments to preserve memories and experiences.
Oh, man.
Allowing people to relive them later and share.
Oh, man. She's got you, bro.
What did you do? What did
You're
you do?
in big trouble.
You got in trouble with the old lady, and now I know.
Now you're telling everybody in the world.
Instead of going on and throwing my Republican conspiracy theories on the Ray Gibson show, I'm going to make a plug for my wife. Honey, did you hear that?
Appreciation post, babe.
Simon Sanchez says, good morning from beautiful Saipan.
Wow.
Have a good weekend. Start us off, Ray, Donna, and the only real Joe. We will do our best. Andy Andy Terlai's hanging out. So is Greg Baz. Night Rule of the Rooster Drillon. Let me see. Zen Bunker Menno saying Kahulu, Alpha Omega. And Margaret Estacchio are checking in this morning. Silk Scooby-Doo underwear, says Ismail.
Oh, boy.
Wait.
TMI, bro.
No, he's responding to Rico.
Of course.
Rico said
Of course it was Rico.
He's excited for the 3-day weekend. He doesn't have to stay up all night in his boxers eating Cheetos, waiting for the Ray Gibson show on Monday since it's a holiday. Ismail says it's not Cheetos, it's Scooby-Doo, silk Scooby-Doo underwear. Yes. But now I want, remind me, wait, silk Scooby-Doo underwear. That's an AI prompt. Silk, Scooby.
Alexa, order me those.
Underwear.
Order
Okay.
me one for every day of the week.
This is Dennis Larson. I'm packing in bed. Anthony Bennett, Brennan Fausto, George Cabrera says, I believe Payless is a gun-free zone. You know what? You put up whatever sign you put up whatever sign that you want. Exactly. We can't pack firearms into Payless Grocers, Ray. It's printed on their entrance. Yeah, well, the entrance.
Mike Benito might jump out and kick you in the chest.
The entrance door has been knocked down by some knucklehead with a machete. You would think that they would reverse that policy and say, gun owners, welcome here. Gun owners, welcome here. Open carry at Payless. And then the next time, the next time you got some yahoos running around there at 2:30 in the morning waving machetes around. When they start to see guys like you and Dennis Larson and Rico Blancaflor running around there with guns that are longer than their arms.
And nunchucks.
Yeah, and nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
They have skills, just nunchuck skills. Johnny Moffness online. Richard Leon. There's Wen Roy saying, have a great weekend. Let me see. Tattoo Shauna. See, I knew it. She's going to fall in love with the dog already. Oh, what a cutie. She's got the ears. Vince Boras there. Even Sarita is saying it's a cute dog. Puppy dog breath. That's what you want. Aww. You're all addicted to it. Ike Isaki, Rosita Lujan Perez. My God, a huge crowd we got this morning. Chris Frank saying Ray Gibson started the AI threat. That was me. F. Rama says, I just saw Commando on DVD last night. Nice. Tattoo Shauna says, Gain does their very best Valentine sign. Let me see. Perlita Delamar Garcia and Rosita Lujan Perez. This is a great crowd. Do me a favor while I'm looking for some new names here. Like, follow, comment, share, do all of those things, and let everybody know that this is where you get your weekend kicked off here. Auntie Bennett, F. Ramos, Brown Liquor Time at 5:30 p.m. Happy hour libations. There's Brittany Tollefson.
What the heck?
Morning, Ray, Joe, and Donna. Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Britt.
Joe Takai saying good morning to his Woostig neighbors. There's Leslie St. Nicholas, Mike Grace Blas, Johnny Muffness says, I heard a new hot dog stand is opening up in East Agania and the Lupan Cove site, Pavilion Manhita Dogs. Really?
Oh, man, reasons to continue living.
Dude, they have chili dog?
I love hot dogs.
Johnny, is it soft buns?
Yeah.
That's all I need to know. All beef dogs or nothing, says Dennis Larson. Standard dog, says Johnny Muffness. All beef is what I heard. All right. I'm still willing to go by there. Will Parkinson, my neighbor's online.
Hey, morning.
Hey, yappa dude.
Sorry about the fire ants.
Tattoo Shauna's. She's given me the prompt. A beautiful lady in Scooby-Doo underwear holding a potato dolphin. Okay. All right. I'll see what I can throw up on the screen. Did he say throw up? I didn't mean to. On the YouTube side, they got Tommy Napati, Rudy Rodolfo, the original Burger King, and they are Pika's best in like a dozen different categories. I'll go over that list a little bit later on. Sergeant Rectum.
Morning, Sarge.
Good morning. He wants you to hit that like button.
Good morning, Sarge.
Joe Takai, far from home. Buenos Aires and Point Familia, Biba Betness. You better believe it. Sungi, Marijuana, Guam. And Tattoo Sean Gumatau saying good morning from Telefofo. Great week of shows on The Point. I'll try not to screw it up. There's still like 3.5 hours left in the work week. I'll try not to screw this up. I got The Way It Is saying, hoy. Thank you very much. Hold on, I got a thing I got to get rid of on the screen. Hold on. Will it be a Grill Marks weekend? God, I'm hoping it is. And we'll get Landon on the line to give us a little bit more of a firm prediction for the weekend. Steven is online. 3-day weekend. Looking forward to watching my Days of Our live show, legislative session to discuss the $1.3 billion FY25 budget. Yeah, I guess they're doing that today. Let's go. The Red Queen drawing is going to be at 7 o'clock tonight. That's the word from Brennan Fausto. Do we know how much money is in it? for the jackpot. Lisa Greeno with our instructions for the day. Let me see. Hope to see everybody Sunday. Excited for another fun-filled, professional, productive, informative, and skillful day. Anthony Bennett, Lohan Duenas over here. Jay Swizzle online.
Morning, Swizzle.
For shizzle, my nizzle up into hizzle. Pete Apu, the dog's name is Flip Flop, named after Kamala. That's funny. Walter Gray Jr. The way it is, why would AI need to be upgraded? Because the certain body parts that AI won't do for you. Bad Boy 671 Barbecue is online. We'll hold out until we get a sighting of Tiggle Biddies on station a little bit later on. In the meantime, 20 away from 7 o'clock in the morning. The Ray Gibson Show is going to be continuing now with news and headlines from Donna D. She's patiently waited her turn to break in now. What's going on?
30-year-old J-Boy Elias faces felony charges for threatening to kill a couple in May. He reportedly pointed a gun at the woman and her boyfriend, defying a court order. The couple escaped and called police. Elias was arrested during a traffic stop this week and is held on $5,000 cash bail. And on Monday, starting Monday, the Guam Solid Waste Authority will update its quick pay and online bill pay systems, removing PayPal as a payment option. Customers can still use Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Online bill pay users will benefit from new features like secure card storage and access to payment history. Residents are encouraged to sign up at gswa.guam.gov. And the Guam Highway Patrol will conduct DWI sobriety checkpoints tonight at locations including routes 1, 14, 4, and 10. Drivers should wear seatbelts, stay alert, and avoid drinking and driving. The checkpoints are part of an effort to improve road safety and reduce impaired driving. And those are your local headlines on The Point. Now back to Ray.
All right, I pressed the execute button on Grok on my Twitter. I've asked it to make me an image of a Chamorro woman in silk Scooby-Doo underwear holding a potato dolphin.
Oh, boy. Did it crash?
You know what? I can't remember. What was
Can
a potato
you type
dolphin?
in 3 kids?
No, not this time.
Come on, man.
Not this time. Hold on a second. It's not giving me anything. I'll put the images up on the screen while the commercials are playing. It's 6:42 in the morning. I'll be right back.
Are you planning a trip to the Philippines? Why not come back feeling healthier and more rejuvenated? At the Medical City, we offer world-class healthcare services, including comprehensive executive checkups and top-tier aesthetic treatments for as low as $530. Imagine lounging on white sandy beaches, shopping at top-tier shopping centers, and indulging in premium healthcare all in one vacation. Book your getaway now and experience the best of both worlds. The Medical City, your trusted partner in health.
Honor, courage, commitment. This is the foundation of Vince Borja's life. Vince is a soldier, an officer, a combat veteran. After surviving a traumatic childhood, Vince joined the Army and dedicated his life to fighting for freedom, putting himself in harm's way during 3 tours in Iraq. Vince is battle-tested by life and by war. He will bring honor, discipline, and order to a legislature in disarray. Vote Vince Borja for senator. Strength and honor.
My name is Vince Borja, and I approve this message.
Wait. Let me see if I can get some of these. All right. For some reason, the text to image generator it's not interpreting it. I mean, I'm not gonna say I dislike the interpretations.
Dude,
but
are you crazy?
Oh, I thought that was a side duck at
That's
first.
so real, man.
It seems to be hanging up on the Scooby-Doo silk Scooby-Doo underwear. So an image of a Chamorro woman in silk Scooby-Doo underwear holding a potato dolphin.
Chamorro. She's Chamorro.
Because I'm generating on the fly here. So
I'm already going through the breakup. Man, it's hurting bad.
I got you. Want to hang out in the parking lot at her work all the time, saying, "Baby, take me back." As Grandma used to say, there's plenty of tataga in the ocean, and if you don't like one image of AI, you can make another one. It's got the right colors. It's got Scooby-Doo colors in there, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, it does.
And Tattoo Shauna, there is your image. If you can see, it's the potato dolphin.
That's a potato dolphin, Mr. Potato Dolphin.
But there's more. Wait, hold on. There's another. Don't ask me where I can meet these women. They don't exist. They're in the computer. I was showing this to somebody yesterday, and she said she was going to swear off women forever. There's another one of these images. Like I said, they got the colors right.
Step it up, man.
Colors right.
Tighten up.
Got the Guam girl thing going. Potato dolphin's not all that far off. So I'll obviously continue to work on this and seeing how important it is to the forward momentum of the Ray Gibson Show. 6:44 in the morning. Where are we supposed to go? What am I supposed to tell everybody about? Oh, traffic. Oh, okay. Got it. Hold on. Let me zoom out here. Okay, now it says reload. Give me a second here. Thank you very much. There is the current map of Guam. Many of you will recognize it because you've flown over it on the way in. Let me see. Nothing major on most of the big roadways. Tiny bit of traffic at Anderson Air Force Base. Tiny bit of traffic getting through the village of Jigo, but nothing major until you hit, looks like Micronesia Mall intersection. We do have some traffic lurking up at Ukadu because that school is open. But once you get down past the Micronesia Mall, maybe a little bit of southbound traffic by the burger joints, and maybe a little bit more as you make your way down into Tumon over at the Weston Hill. Otherwise, everything is looking good past Kmart and then to the Donkey Village intersection there. Now, it looks like I got a little bit of stop-and-go traffic. It's slower than normal traffic on Marine Corps Drive just as you get up to the intersection of 8 and 1. Not sure. I'm sorry, northbound. It looks like it's slowing up northbound. Maybe just some standing water on the roadways. Maybe an accident. I'm not too sure. If you got something that you think people need to know about, 888-8255. Joe will tell me, and then I'll tell everybody else here. A little bit of southbound traffic on Route 8. Otherwise, Route 4 running fairly clear, except in the area around Costules and that intersection. Nothing major at 4 and 10 around Tai. Looking good from the Chamorro Village all the way down to Big Navy in Suman.
No cops.
No, they're resting now because they got DUI. They got checkpoint tonight, bro. 6:46. There's your right now traffic. This is The Point.
It's sizzling out there, folks, and GTA's hot summer deals are turning up the heat. Switch to GTA and get up to $375 off a brand new iPhone 15 when you sign up for any unlimited wireless plan. That's $16.55 a month on our installment plan. But wait, there's more. We're waiving the activation fee and giving you a port-in credit. That's right, extra savings just for joining the GTA family. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. Visit GTA.net for more information. GTA. We start the summer with you.
Attention all models. Are you ready to make a splash?
Join us for the hottest casting call of the year, our Summer in September Wet and Wild Bikini Fest.
The Dugout and Star 101 bring you the Bikini Fest of the Year, presented by Stelstar Productions. We're searching for fresh faces to light up the runway and dive into a day of fun, cash prizes, and fabulous local fashion.
If you've got the confidence and charisma to rock a swimsuit or beachwear, we want you. Yes, you.
Casting takes place on Friday, August 30th at Club Zoe. Be there at 8 p.m. Don't miss your chance to shine in the sun.
Be there and be unforgettable.
Just FYI, massive summer sale still in effect over at NissanGuam.com and the World Wide Web, up to $8,000 cash back when you get yourself a new car. And you're going to love it. The great thing, already super low prices on the automobiles. And then we've got this like the Versa, $143 a paycheck. You got the Sentras as low as $161 per paycheck. You take that to the bank along with that $8,000, and you just keep saving. It just keeps getting better because these vehicles have got insane gas mileage. Now, there's a lot to review here and a lot to the deal. And if you want to know more, go to NissanGuam.com.
Rediscover Talk Radio here. Your FM News Talk Superstation. This is The Point.
Oh my God, we're on TV here. Actually,
you're on TV, man.
This is actually kind of interesting. We are on the TV stations of KUAM. We start, we run their news later on in the morning or later on in the afternoon, depending on what time zone that you're watching the deal in, and that's cool. Then the other thing is, I got word from the guys over at YouTube. We stream on Rumble.com, Facebook Live, and YouTube, and YouTube asked me a question. It said, multiple choice quiz, and they asked me a question about how many of our viewers are watching this program on a TV. How many are watching on a TV as opposed to a handheld device or iPad or computer or laptop or something like that? And the number surprised me. 25%. 25% of the people that watch this show on YouTube are watching it on a big screen TV, like in the house, in the kitchen, on an actual television monitor device.
Bad eyes.
To which I say, thank you very much. Here's your reward, guys, and some ladies out there. There's it's still not a Scooby-Doo silk pajamas, but there is a potato and a dolphin there in the picture. Looks like there's 3 potatoes. But anyway, that's just me. 10 away from the top of the hour on the Ray Gibson Show. 888-8255, 888-TALK. Do I have Landon on the line?
From the National Weather Service.
Thank you very much, Landon Idlet from the NWS. And the most important thing that we need to know is at least one of our listeners wants to know where all of this rain is coming from this morning. But more important, what is the weather going to be like for the Liberation festivities at Governor Joseph Flores Memorial Park on Sunday and the Labor Day holiday? Specifically, is there a chance for grill marks there, Landon?
Well, let me just first say
You're under oath.
I don't have a TV here at my house, so I don't watch you all on TV. But if I did, I would probably have a big bucket of buttered popcorn to work my way through while watching.
Thank you very much. It's that kind of program here this morning, and I don't know. I'm getting requests on what it is, what prompts I should be using on the AI. And don't worry, I will share these all over the place, including even on the big screen TVs that we've got out there. But I appreciate that. I like buttered popcorn as well, but not a whole lot of butter. Just like 1 squirt is good.
Weather-wise, there's definitely a lot of moisture out there. We are in the heart of wet season right now, so that explains a lot of the wetness that we're seeing, the showers and stuff. And so we have a series of surface troughs, these little features that just come rolling through the tropical region of the Pacific, and that's just typical weather patterns. So we have a series of troughs. It's going to be pushing through the next couple of days. More formidable, there's a broad circulation sitting just east of Palau, and that circulation was moving westward from Chuk State to now toward Palau. That's going to be lifting northward into the Philippine Sea. That's going to be bringing a little bit more moisture on the outer periphery of that circulation to the Guam region this weekend. And so you mentioned multiple choice with your show. Yeah, it's going to be a multiple choice weather weekend. We're going to have a mix of sun, showers, and the winds won't be that bad, but you're going to want to be prepared for the sun, with sunglasses, sunscreen, but also an umbrella. And so the weekend events don't look too bad weather-wise. And I think the plan should be good to go for the park festivities at Ipoh Beach Park. But yeah, plan for some showers. Keep that in mind, but also plan.
Well, a lot of palapalas. What about the winds? Are we worried that I'm looking at this thing coming in from the east? That's gonna wash over us today. I'm not sure what's on the other side of it, but is that going to be bringing any wind that's going to knock anything down? Should we extra anchor our palapalas for the party?
You know, it's never a bad idea to anchor things down a little bit more securely because you always get those wind gusts with the heavier showers. But looking at the polar orbiting scatterometer showing those winds at the sea surface, really not much out there to see. We had a little bit burst of wind yesterday come through the island, the moderate to fresh trades rolling through in the morning, but that has since lightened up. So we're looking at moderate trades, but as that circulation near Palau starts lifting to the Philippine Sea, we're going to see the wind start shifting from the east more to the southeast and to the south and lighten up just a little bit. But always with those heavy showers, you get the stronger winds about 1,000 or 3,000 feet up in the atmosphere. Those heavier showers can bring those stronger winds down to the surface in a brief gust. And so make sure things are always secured. It's just a general rule of thumb.
I want to see if I can shift this map that I've got. They've changed out some of the details on the website that I go to for my weather imagery. So I'm kind of curious to see what the weather is going to be looking like in Japan. Shanshan made landfall yesterday, and despite my confidence that everybody was going to be safe, apparently there have been some fatalities as a result of some of the heavy rains and winds that have followed Shanshan along. How much longer the islands of Japan going to be under threat of the storm?
You know, that's exactly it. And Shanshan's been a unique case as far as a typhoon. A lot of people focus on those winds. We're looking at Category 3 typhoon when it was making its approach to southwest of Japan the other day. But that was a big story, but that's not the big story. The big story was a slow motion through Japan with those intense rainfalls. And these typhoons, if they're going to be sitting over you for a period of days, intense rainfall, watch out, there's going to be significant problems. And so this is going to be more of a rain event and a flash flood event for Japan than a wind event. And that's what they're dealing with. This thing is still crawling. It's moving about 9 miles per hour to the northeast, so it's moving a little bit faster now than it's been the last several days. But this thing is sitting literally on top of Japan. It looks like it's over still southwestern Japan, and then eventually making its way toward Osaka by Sunday night. So this is going to be a weekend event for all of Western Japan. If you're in Tokyo or traveling to Tokyo this weekend, not so bad. You get some peripheral weather, but the heaviest stuff is going to be Osaka and westward. So that's the hot spot. But this is going to be a significant rain event with catastrophic flash flooding in probably a lot of areas of southwestern Japan.
All right, so